pistol. Damn, when do you start dropping with a gun? Mm. I'm surprised you haven't noob tubbed them yet. Okay. Niggas be thinking they so good shooting the nigga with a pistol. Like, you're dog shit. If I had a gun, nigga, you would be back in the skies. So loadout ain't safe.
Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. And that's not going to be returned as so many kicking.
I want my kill. I'm getting my kill. I don't give a fuck. If that close to hit me, I don't give a fuck. I'm getting my kill.
Select to do this is past the landing zone, and we'll start at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game, and I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that. With that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercising before this one, and they're paying off.
And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and it's 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
He finds his target, Allen. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 36 yards on the play.
And this offense has come out swinging here in the early going. They pick up a nice chunk on that pitch and catch, and the two of them have this offense moving in the right direction to start this game.
Warren will take it in. Touchdown, Denver. And they do exactly what they wanted to. Opening drive, they get into the end zone. They do it on the ground.
And not only is the person lugging the ball happy, of course, because he got it into the end zone. How about the offensive linemen and receivers who are blocking for him? They have to feel great about themselves, sticking it in the end zone on a running play.
Lutz with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Ooh. He's so fucking lucky.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Now a short pass pulled in by
Bruh,
Washington.
you wanted that
Gets
real
us up
bad. Oh, you
across
talking about
the
that snipe?
35
Hell
before he's out of
yeah.
bounds.
I wanted my
Defense
snipe,
gives up a
snipe,
touchdown in the
snipe.
opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this
Damn,
drive
bro.
off to a good start.
I felt like I was dead regardless.
Here's
Because it was
Herbert.
the nigga on the roof, and then they clearly were to the right.
That's
So
completed.
one of them
It's
was
Ladd
going to
McConkey.
hit me.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Thank you for hurt me off. Like, I appreciate it. I was just cooking a little bit.
Throw left side, taken in by Washington. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2. The Chargers had 0-3 here to begin the campaign. And you hate to have to say it this early in the season, but getting close to must-win time, is it not?
And I totally understand why you expressed it that way, because it's so early in the season, it feels like hyperbole. But I think you are spot on this one. Yes, there's still time to turn things around, but they've got to start to win right now if they have any hopes of trying to make the playoffs.
So the completion good for 6 yards.
If we
And now 2
wanted
yards
those
to
shit.
go on 3rd down. Again, Herbert.
I want to go to a Chris Brown concert so fucking bad, y'all.
And he is
So
going to
fucking
have the Chargers
I
first
would
down.
love
as
to
they're
go
able
to
to
Chris
get
Brown
the 3rd
concert.
down conversion.
You know that I'm gonna be. I got a bag of fruities. I'm trying not to fuck the whole bag up.
And they'll run for the first time with Najee Harris. Credit the tackle to John Franklin Myers. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same
Y'all can pay
mistake.
me to
and he's
be
taking
Chris
care
and
of
I'm
that early.
cheaper.
Now a short pass pulled in by Washington. And this is
See, baby, can you hit a 1-2? Let me find out if you can hit a 1-2. You can hit a 1-2.
The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
Hit a 1-2 step.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And he'll get it right back to Washington. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Well, they're not hiding who their central focus is on offense, Charles. He already now has 4 receptions here on this opening drive.
And I know people who are watching the game are thinking, did they forget about him in the defensive game plan? But it's actually been the opposite. They're giving him a lot of attention.
Y'all, this
He's been
nigga just
very
said he gonna
creative
glide
and
all
savvy
across
in
the
his
floor.
route running and finding seams and openings in order to create these completions.
I'm crying.
Eluding the pressure right.
I paid $20 for the concert.
And he's able to get this down to the
For like a 3-hour concert, $20.
He's out of bounds.
Thank you for the follow. Thank you for the likes. So I
Yards there
appreciate
as
it.
they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial
thing I
touchdown
missed
right
that window.
back.
Nah, that's bad luck. Every time you drop to a loadie back.
Throwing quickly, and Herbert completes it. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Darnell Washington, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And we are tied at 7.
He probably was like, they don't see me right here.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line.
Thanks, Lord.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue. That's caught at the 25. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Keenan Allen, 70 yards. And the Broncos have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7.
Where your camera?
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
I didn't even see that nigga. He just blended in. What the fuck? Look at him just sitting there, bro. I didn't even see that nigga. They got their loaders too? What the fuck? How is the whole team on top of us? Like, and I ain't hear that shit.
Yeah, they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Yeah, hang that up. $20.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately.
Hey, 50 Gaming, how you doing, love?
A really
Thanks
nicely
for
run
sharing the live,
drive.
too.
Now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush,
You want to land back over?
pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5. Here's Herbert. Now a short pass pulled in by Washington and tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Herbert now. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
Shooting me! I'm always getting third fucking party, bro. Like, fuck. Mind your business, bitch. Damn. Oh my gosh, look. This
number 2. As they
like,
got it with a 1st and 10.
Fuck. Look at him picking my shit up. Weak ass bitch. Please stay right there, bro. Please. I'm not my loadie right here in front of the nigga too. Please stay right there, bro. Please stay right there, bro. What was his name?
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert sliding out of the pocket. Short throw to Disley. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second.
He was peeking. They was being quiet as hell, right?
In order to get it to your tight end.
Fucking ADSing. Like,
in motion right.
I want to get my loading.
Now it's Herbert. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. And that right there, his first incompletion of the game, pretty remarkable.
So let's start talking about all-time records, because with that incompletion, maybe over a 2-game sequence, or maybe starts a new streak now, because Ryan Tannehill, over 2 games, hit 25 straight. Now, the incompletion, we're taking this record out of play. But Mark Brunell, when he's with Washington, 22 straight completions to start a game. This guy's on fire.
That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's got this down to the 35. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Is this who got my shit?
Herbert. Open man, right side. That's McConkey.
Remember me, bitch?
All the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
You gotta play it.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. And they'll send the slot in motion left.
How the fuck? Bro.
Back to throw here, Herbert.
Bro, how did I lose that? Did I not just put the bullet straight in that nigga chest?
He is able to keep the feet in bounds. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And that will bring up 2nd down.
Every time I die to some bullshit, everybody else wants to fucking die. Like I don't get it, bro.
Right side and complete to Washington. And it looks like
Thank you for all snappy. I appreciate it.
The 5 here as he's out at the 6.
No, they didn't nerf the Craig. My Craig is Chef's Kiss. I don't know what the fuck that was that I just picked up. That shit is. That's crazy. Like, did I miss some bullets, chat? Like, real talk, did I miss some bullets? Or did I not just put all them bullets in his chest? How the fuck did I just lose that gunny? To a C9. Like, it has to be because he had an SMG and I had AR. It gotta be. Like, it's something, bro. Like, that gunfight just made me.
Tying up this ball game.
Oh.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And we are tied at 14.
Thank you for the follow, Beast. I appreciate it. Third party from hell, nah, for real. You and me both. They need to. I don't know. I don't know if it's Call of Duty. I don't know if it's how these weird ass people play the game. Like, I don't know what it is. It's
this
something.
One tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30.
That's what I'm saying. It had to be because he had a C9 like a SMG, and I had an AR. It gotta be.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible
yeah, you can,
when they do. And you saw the celebration.
You can add me like Gamer
pure,
tag on the screen.
Unbridled joy after that one.
Warren will try the right side. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
These are fire, bro.
16 more on that one and another first down. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
See, baby, I'm crying.
Let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going
you said $20 is bad. What about like 30? 30, 35.
Your confidence rises.
You do 30,
and he's
35?
running with terrific ability right now.
Here's Nix. Over the middle, complete. That's Sutton. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd down and 3. Now run straight ahead with Warren. Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. 67 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Y'all seen how I slid into that water?
Handoff for Warren.
That's the slice on that ass.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Jalen Warren with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos have broken the tie.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone. I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass. Let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground. And he'll take it
$45 a ticket, $60 for the floor, and $100 for backstage.
And the lead is now 21-14.
Bro. You funny as hell, bro. $100 for backstage with pictures, bro. I'm fucking weak. Fire deal, they're not getting that nowhere.
And no run back here. That's going to be a
bro, you know niggas be they be charging like $1,000 for that. Like, ain't nobody walking this earth. Do I fuck with enough to pay a K for some goddamn pictures?
To get going.
Like, who the fuck you think
a long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own.
I wouldn't even do that for Michael Jackson.
I'm dead. A lot of that was through the passing game.
And partners, a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction.
Ooh, let me see if I can get on this.
What's happening right now? But let's give credit where it's due because
green on the same
thing. Job moving the ball through the air.
Yes.
Secondary getting picked apart, pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Green, get out my face,
and we've
bro.
hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6.
And then he just stole my kill. He res.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs. But in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
Be getting my kills took.
Slot man moves right. From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. That is caught. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 14 yards
they need to
is
say
the
something for
pickup
me.
there to Charger first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Escaping the pressure right. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Allen. Darnell Washington with his 2nd touchdown in this first half. And the Chargers are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime.
Unable to verify.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And no chance to see a return.
I'll take time to be tripping, bro.
They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket.
Third party.
Some points and feel
Always.
great going into the half.
Can't jump over, bro. Okay. Oh my gosh, bro. This game cannot, bro.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
All niggas do is third fucking party, bro. Like, bitch, mind your business. Fuck.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league.
My KD would be a fucking 20 if I didn't always die to somebody not minding their fucking business.
Doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on the job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
After the turnover, here's Herbert.
Now a short pass pulled in by Washington.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Now a short pass pulled in by Washington.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. A few moving pieces on that play because that was an RPO, was it not?
It was, but one important piece that didn't move incorrectly, the offensive line. Because when you're running this play, as he continued down the line of scrimmage, sometimes the lineman can wander downfield, and if you're more than a yard downfield, it's illegal to throw the football at that point. But they held their ground, held their spot, and turned it into a nice game.
Left side here taken in by Metcalf. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver trying to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Let's go, let's go. Hey, Ram. Baylor Tiger. Ready.
Out of the gun, Herbert. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Washington. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown.
Darnell Washington
On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Chargers have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball is going to come out to the 30-yard line.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Thirteen seconds, the time remaining in the half as they come up on first down. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He completes this to Sutton. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be second down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
And now a timeout defensively.
I know he's mad, bro.
Play, so they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1.
Mad,
Second down and 3.
I got another fucking PA.
Throwing Nix.
And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And no return forthcoming. It'll be a touchback. And the third quarter will start from the 30.
I was going to say, what zip is niggas taking?
Drive about to get going. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely.
Moving at all times.
The end zone several times.
What you mean?
I
do move at all times.
Awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely.
I don't never sit too
NFL
long.
coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot
Thank you
of
for the follow. I
ways,
appreciate
but
it.
they had to like what they saw in that first half.
21.
Here's Herbert. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
To throw is Nix. Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage.
I'm risking it for the
everything. This time you wait for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Wow, bro. Okay.
To throw, here's Nix. Comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's in.
Good shit.
Trying to get their tight end involved.
Second, I'll switch my motherfucking gun.
Looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, it didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Here's Nix once more. And he takes a shot on the release. As this
I'm gonna start this next one up and then I gotta go.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Here's Matt Hawk now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon.
That's like the
only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away.
I had a lot of dubs.
That one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Charger drive about to get going. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
Yesterday I dropped 26.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Now Herbert.
Yeah, I'm finna pee. I'll be right back.
He gets it complete to Harris. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 12 yards there, and the Chargers have a first down.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Herbert now. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Now 2nd and 3. Here's Herbert. Short throw to Disley. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down.
The tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him.
Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down of the sack.
Like how they've started the third quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after
this took a lot of dubs. It was a good day yesterday. Yeah, that's
absolutely. Maybe got their second
win. I had a decent amount of dubs yesterday too, and today, low-key. You still live? Yeah, I'm still live.
2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
I only got like an hour left for me. I got some stuff to do.
Now it's Herbert. Now a short pass pulled in by Washington.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. DK Metcalf, 46 yards. And the Chargers go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead now up to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
I turned because I thought I saw somebody fucking about to come behind me, bro. Look at these weird-ass niggas just sitting on the fucking stairs, bro. These niggas be so ass.
The Broncos on the field ready to start their next drive. The defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Dayon Henley there on the tackle.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here.
And Green just standing there, bro. Like, look.
Get at least 2 first downs.
Niggas just sit in their fucking sights, bro.
2nd and 6.
That shit is insane.
Nix to the air.
It's never that fucking deep. It's okay to die.
He's got Allen. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Look at these weird ass bro.
Nix.
What is this lobby, bro?
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
One of the great coaches said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
Oh, that
Gets into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deion Henley. And the Chargers are going to take over at their own 41.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own.
The Charger drive about to get going.
They'll start in excellent field position following the INT.
Hey, go Lion, Lion.
Herbert. It's brought in by Harris. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and it's second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve.
Like the one time I'm trying to slide, I get a dead
There's a
fucking
lot of
slide,
receivers,
bro.
tight
Like
ends,
this game
because
is
their
just
ability to make people
set up
miss
for
in
me
the
to
open
die.
field can really
I
generate
just tried to
big plays for
slide and it made
offense.
me crouch, bro. Like fuck. And I do what my fingers are trying to do. Damn. And then they watching the loadout.
And they won't be able to run another play. Time has
Yeah, next
expired on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Back now at SoFi Stadium in
Nah, what the hell?
Inglewood.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
It's
They got
Charger
it.
football,
They got
and
it. They
they've
can
got
have
the
that
lead
lobby.
as well as we begin
I'ma
the
just,
fourth quarter.
Show myself out, cause can't do it. Thank for the GGs too. Back in.
From the 42-yard line, here's the 2nd and 9.
Home to try.
Back to throw
I
here,
got-
Herbert.
Let me see. It's
Over the
220.
middle and caught by McConkey. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now it's 3rd and 4. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading
I'll probably
until they
play till
stop
like
him.
3.
Why not go back to it? He
'Cause I
has
can't
something
play a
going
little
really
bit
well.
later than that,
Great
but I'm
working
low-key ready
relationship
to
with the
get
guy
off
throwing
already.
the ball, and they keep making the
So I'm play
connection.
till 3, so I got
In
like
motion
40 minutes.
right, that's
Probably like 3.
Metcalf.
Justin Herbert
3
looking
more
to
good
pass.
games if I
He
get
finds his
games.
man complete.
They was odd in
That's
that lobby.
Harris.
That's what I'm saying.
And
Like,
he is going to
bro.
have the Chargers first down.
Okay, they finna be weird in this lobby too. Chad, we 70 followers on the stream. If y'all could drop me a follow, I really appreciate that.
They're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, normally you might say start running the football.
On the road
You've got the lead here in
to
the
2K.
4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up
Hella
something
odd.
that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
No, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
Stronghold is a weird drop.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10.
Herbert. That one complete to McConkey.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
Herbert throwing again. Touchdown!
Brad McConkey.
From 19 yards away.
And the Chargers have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Dicker now to tack on the extra point.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns and 21 points.
Niggas think they good and they just all they have to do is hit me with one bullet because I just got out of a gunfight. Like, bitch, you're not good. Damn. Like, I just fucked your homie up, bro. I ain't have
The
no
kickoff
help.
team
Bitch,
on the
you
field
been
now
dead.
as they will send this one away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
Denver offense.
Bro, y'all
peep.
peep. The only time I die for real is when I
has
don't
had
have
no
a fucking gun
shortage
in
of
my hand,
offense.
bro.
They've been able to put
That's
up a
the
decent
most
amount
time
of
that
points on this side,
most of my
Charles.
deaths.
They just have not been
When I
able
don't
to keep
have a gun
pace
in my fucking
with the
hand,
other
bro.
offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Now a 2nd and 10. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Here's Nix. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete. Just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
Back to the air with Nix. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now, the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half.
What the fuck?
And this is what here? Incomplete, they say.
Did he just kill himself?
Intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down in bounds.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They'll go for it. Here's Nix. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. That right there, career catch number 541, and that's significant because it ties him with Hall of Famer Kellen Winslow, who also obviously played the tight end position.
Yeah, and helped revolutionize it when he was in San Diego, but how about...
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Deion Henley. And the Chargers force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Boy, so another interception, CD. And
damn, can these niggas save me some kills?
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. Now this one finds McConkey. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did.
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. That's Drew Sanders who got in there and dropped him. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Bro, there are 20 fucking people
Back
shooting me, dude.
Herbert.
Like,
Short throw to
bro.
Disley. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. Charles, he's now over 400 yards passing in this one. It feels like he has a zillion completions. Just a very memorable effort from a guy that we thought could be in line for a big game, and he has exceeded our expectations.
That he has, and I'm not really surprised at all because when you look at this offensive unit, they are loaded across the board. And, of course, the guy throwing them, He's a big-time player himself. They brought it from start to finish and really helped get the better of the opposing secondary.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And now a high kick trying to pin him back. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here.
Yo, what's up?
Got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
I'm gonna get
The
off.
Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive.
Well, probably not much that they
I've
can
been
do at this point,
streaming
CD.
5 and a
Down
half
3
hours.
scores late in the 4th quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall
Like
back because
two games
one
left
team
in
was
me.
clearly better than the other in this one.
This
And
one's
while
gonna
it didn't
start
quite
right now.
reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
On play action, here's Nix. And that'll be off the mark.
We can play this next
in
one.
front, and it's incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Pass taken
Wait, you said
in by
what?
his big tight end.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
Oh yeah, we
Now the
definitely got some
Broncos are
good.
going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Nix to throw again.
Getting some most of my dubs today is some kind of
And that's caught
Squad
inside the
field.
30. And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
Is the game of 32. And the Broncos
Throwing Nix.
Touchdown Broncos.
Yeah, that's what it really be.
Evan Ingram, 26 yards.
And the Broncos have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A
Niggas
lot of
just
one
jumping out,
read, and
like-
if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
And this will not work out. The
This
Chargers
nigga running for
able to
his fucking
recover.
life.
They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
With the late lead, Herbert's going to throw it. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
Like that
Tip
nigga.
cap to the man under center, Charles. He just went over 400 yards passing in this ball game. He's got the touchdown passes to boot, taking pretty good care of the ball. Just all around a really solid performance.
Yeah, just check, 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 and check, right? Because he certainly showed he was worthy of the trust that his team put in him.
Sound like
A
nobody
handful of
wants to
touchdowns
control.
to his credit thus far. Now he's just crossing off yardage milestones, and win or lose, his name has to be in serious discussion for player of the game.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's fourth
Of
down.
course, bruh. Always a fucking teammate.
They snap it to Herbert.
Never fails. Res that nigga clean up.
Man, that's complete. And he will have a Charger first down, and that
Hey,
should
Curry,
be
you
the
said you
run
was
that
getting
gets
off
him to
today,
the
right?
finish line. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in
What
this one.
the fuck am I fucking playing, bro?
The kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
Like this shit.
So for the
niggas
Chargers,
are
it took a few
so
weeks, but they
shit,
finally
bro.
get their first.